What's up, everyone? I'm Rick Knight. Welcome back to another video here at The Bad Philosopher. So in this video, I'd like to share with you our Marxist New York City Mayor, Bill de Blasio, is getting ready to sign a bill that will allow parents to put X as the gender on the birth certificate for their newborn baby. They no longer have to be considered a male or a female. Instead, they could just be considered an X-Men or X-woman or whatever. Also, if you were born already, you could, I guess, at whatever age or whatever the case may be, you can go and you can have X put on your birth certificate. You can have the M removed or the F removed. This is just more delusion from the left and from the Marxists and the postmodernists that they truly believe that there's more than two genders. They think that there's this spectrum of genders, and somewhere on that gender they'll find themselves. They'll find, what they identify with. And if they don't identify with that tomorrow, they can change it to something else. And if they don't identify with that, again, they can change it to something else, completely ignoring the fact that gender is a description of your sex. When they ask what is the gender of the child, they mean what is the sex of the child. They just use a different terminology. They use gender instead of sex. But gender and sex is the absolute same thing. There's only two genders. There's not a multiple spectrum of all these genders, and there's definitely no gender X. It doesn't exist. It is nonsense. It is a waste of time. That's all this is. We really are getting stupider in this country, and we really are going downhill. For anyone to think that this is okay in any way, shape, or form is out of their mind. I don't even know what to say at this point. I saw it in the newspaper. I read it and I shook my head and said, this is disgusting what's going on. We also have, by New York State law, we have 35 different gender pronouns that are respected by the law, meaning I can go to work tomorrow, pick out one of the 35 genders, and tell my bosses that this is how you have to identify me, and if they don't, I can sue them for discrimination. So I could just walk into work and say, I'm no longer a he or a him, I'm now a they or a them, or a z or a zer, or I'm an X, and that's how they have to identify me as. That'd be great. I'll walk right into the office and tell them that, like, I'm no longer a male, I'm now an X. And I'll say it just like X, just like that, right? And they'll have to respect that, and it's just complete nonsense. It's like, take me outside and point out someone and tell me that 100% just by looking at that person is an X. You can't. You can look and you can see it's a male, you can see it's a female, but you can't tell if it's a they or a them or a z or a zer or all these other crazy pronouns that are just completely made up. New York City is really nothing more than little California. And we're following in their footsteps. We're trying to be like them, and trying to have the same ultra, the alt-left policies and alt-left mind state. And it is truly disgusting, and it makes all of us embarrassed to be human beings. I'm embarrassed to be a part of this species. These are the days that I'm like, why couldn't I be born a sewer rat? I would have been way better off swimming in a sewer somewhere in New York City than having to deal with some of these people. I could have been, sewer rat X.